Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Wednesday, the 17th day of August. How in the heck did that happen? This month is just cruising by. It's Black Cat Appreciation Day today. It is National I Love My Feet Day, which, you know, you should really love your feet every day. National Massachusetts Day. National Nonprofit Day. And Heidi's going to love this one. National Thrift Shop Day.
I do like thrift shops.
Yeah. She's my favorite thrift shop story. She bought me some pants from the thrift shop one time, and I put them on.
Go.
And I said, "I think these are ladies' pants." She's like, "No, they're not. They're fine." I'm like, "The pockets are really shallow. They fit weird." She goes, "They look good on you. Just don't wear them." It was like 4 months later. I've been wearing them a lot. And then I noticed on the tag, it says, "He'll figure for her." They were women's pants.
You're totally fine.
Hey, coming up, we've got a guest joining us, TC Stallings. I'll have to ask if he ever wears women's pants. No, I probably won't. He's got the movie Courageous. He's been in that. He's been in War Room, another great movie, and a new one out called No Vacancy. Going to chat with TC Stallings coming up.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. You ever wake up in the morning and feel like you only slept a few hours? If you're getting better quality sleep, if you want to get better quality sleep, a sleep specialist suggests you should include a shower in your bedtime routine. Bear, Lion, Wolf is the name of a book this person put out. This is the pandemic, they say, caused the average person to sleep worse, not better. Even though we had nothing else going on. They're like, yeah, it really, really was a bad thing. They say, shut off your technology, take a shower, because that promotes melatonin, integrate calming scents, like things that smell good, in the bedroom, create a sanctuary. No screens, no anything other than rest. And
that
then
I do agree with.
meditate or read for 20 minutes and you'll be out like a light. More details on everything I just said in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening on a Wednesday.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know Domino's Italian experiment has, well, it's failed. It has fallen like that, Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Isn't pizza Italian?
That hasn't fallen. Yeah, it has. Yeah, exactly. That's why. 7 years after they debuted in Italy, the American pizza giant has formally shut their stores down after failing to win over locals who prefer their homegrown options. Pizza Spa, the franchise operator of the Domino's brand in Italy, has filed for bankruptcy. They did that back in April. Company closed their final stores July 20th. So no more Domino's pizza. I actually kind of like Domino's pizza. But again, I suppose if you're in Italy where, pizza is kind of from, although if you really look at the origin of pizza, it goes back to China. But most people talk about today's pizza as being Italian. It's certainly known as being Italian. So, I don't know. Interesting stuff. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have given up their never-ending search for a home for their blended family, decided to live at the J-Lo place, something she's called home for years. Reportedly, they've decided to take up permanent residence at her Bel Air home. It's going to undergo a massive remodel, though, so they won't be able to move in for about a year, maybe a little over. It's a $60 million, I guess between now and then, they live in a $60 million Beverly Hills home. Apparently, that's going to be a rental. So,
Okay.
Only 14,000 square feet. How do they find anything, you know,
There's going to be
so
on
squeezed
top
in
of
there.
each other.
It's huge. NBC and the Television Academy have finally found a host for the Emmys. Saturday Night Live star Kenan Thompson. Do you know he's the longest running cast member in SNL history? He's been there since he was 2. Okay, maybe not. He's been there a long time, though. This telecast will air September the 12th on NBC. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. I actually have our regular scoop today, Heidi.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a couple of quick little stories here. The scoop. Here's the scoop, like this one. A roller coaster. How you doing? A roller coaster crash at Legoland, Germany, injured more than 30 people last week.
Yikes.
That's no good.
No.
Yeah, police are trying to put all the pieces together still.
Oh my gosh.
It was at Legoland. A report, should I not do it that way? A report says that an increasing number of high-end restaurants are doing away with reservations. And that's something that we've seen that. You know, you want to get a reservation, you're like, yeah, we don't do. But here's something we recently had. We tried to get a reservation, and we couldn't get a reservation because they were all booked. But then
Right.
we found out that, oh, no, we have other reservations. We only allow a certain number of reservations through that.
This company, yeah.
That's confusing to me.
It's very confusing.
So I'm like, just tell me, blink twice if you take reservations. Do I need a secret code? I'm not sure what I'm
Yeah.
doing here. A report claims that people who eat fried food have a 60% higher chance of getting heart disease. 60%
well, yeah,
higher.
That's kind of a no-brainer.
I don't know how they got funding for this study because
I think we already knew
I'm
that.
pretty sure we all knew that. And Mike Tyson is not very happy with Hulu. Mike Tyson continues to bash the Hulu limited series Mike, claiming that it was made without his blessing and that the series is tone deaf, according to Mike Tyson.
Oh.
So he said
Wow.
it's not even close. So I don't know what exactly is going on. I haven't seen the show either, so I don't know. And our final story for the scoop of the day, Khloe Kardashian has a new commercial promoting the migraine medicine Neurotech ODC. So I don't know what that is, but there's some very cruel comments online about it. We'll put it that way.
Really?
Because they're like, don't you need a brain to have a headache?
Oh.
So that's not my comment. I want to make sure you understand. I don't
That's
know
funny.
which one Khloe even is. So scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of
Which one she is.
BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with our guest today, TC Stallings. You might know him from the movie Courageous or the movie War Room, and he's got a new one out. It's called No Vacancy. Mr. Stallings, how are you?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I am very good. I'm excited to chat with you about No Vacancy. Tell me a little bit about this movie and how you got involved in this. It's based on a true story, right?
Absolutely. That's what makes it fun because it's one of those stories, and I love these kind where you have characters and then their stories kind of intertwine to a point where they all affect each other. It's amazing how these 3 characters' lives intertwine for one purpose. So I play Cecil Johnson, one of the characters, and my life is just in shambles. And then in the same city, you got this pastor played by Dean Cain, who is thinking about how he can help the homeless and hungry and drug addicted in the community. This is just something that's going on with his church and something that they want to do. And then you got a reporter from Orlando. So there's these 3 stories, but they all come together. I impact her, I impact the church impacts her, the church impacts the community, and it all comes together, and you get a chance to see how it all plays out. And so it's one of those movies where, because of the true story, you're gonna see it impact you in such a way where you're going to be like, wow, that really, really moved me. And so I really look forward to people seeing it. But the backdrop of it is simply this. The church wants to take care of the homeless, and they need to purchase a motel to do it that the city doesn't want them to do because they feel like it's going to draw too many homeless people in. So it's going to be a great story, man. I can't wait for people to check it out.
Did you get a chance to meet the real-life person who you're playing in this movie?
No, see, my character passed away in 2019, which added to the challenge of all of this. But his wife is who I did most of my research with. And she's basically the female version of him, kind of had the same kind of life. The very first thing I did was get on a Zoom call with her, and she just laid it out for me. And then I got a chance to meet all the people who really knew him closely. And then I got a chance to listen to, like, videos and messages of him talking and teaching and everything Cecil Johnson. I took my time for months and months and months to really soak it in and get to really know him so I could be authentic to the character.
And the thing that's really neat is something that happened in real life a while back. It impacted the lives of all the people that were connected to this. But now, because of this movie, it can impact even more lives all around the world.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where it's like, again, with the backdrop being a church in a small town, saying to themselves, you know what, instead of building a bigger sanctuary, we want to go buy this motel, and it's going to cost like almost $1 million just to get started with it. You got a city who is fighting for this not to happen. Like they're going to the city council and having a meeting, trying to stop it. Then this reporter comes down and covers the story, and the whole town is now aware of what's going on, and then other people who have a heart for the homeless and hungry and drug addicted and all of that start to come and want to support. And it's like, this is all real. And then even now today, they end up calling this motel the Samaritan Inn. And even now today, 200 to 300 people are constantly cared for by this church. And that was Cecil Johnson, my character. That was his impact, because that's what happens with me. My whole life gets turned around. And then that Samaritan Inn, what they call it, continues to help people like me for years now. And so this film just shines light on what they're doing with this. And again, it's 100% true. So that's just what makes it incredible.
I think that is incredible. And imagine the impact this could have. There could be other churches and other people around the world who see this and say, hey, I think we should do that in our community with that little motel up the road that's just sitting vacant.
You just nailed it. That's exactly what it is. And then for some people who are like, well, we could never afford a hotel. Well, first of all, you might look at the film and be like, look how many people decided to bless this church and help them out, because they didn't do it by themselves. Or it will also encourage you to say, you know what, maybe I can't do a hotel, but maybe I can just do what happened to TC Stallings' character, which is somebody just came and sat down with Cecil Johnson. They decided to show love by doing that, because they didn't just throw a burger at him. They actually went and sat down and said, hey, how can I help you? Then they listened to Cecil Johnson's problem, and then they decided to just do what God will want them to do, which is, okay, let me see if I can get you some help. So even if you can just help one person, not 300 or 400, you would even be inspired to do that, and that's just as impactful, because helping that one person, helping Cecil Johnson, now has led to 200 to 300 people being helped. So it'll inspire you no matter at what level you are.
And that could become millions. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us about this. I love it.
Oh, brother, thank you, man. And I'm just blown away that I got a chance to bring a real person to the screen. And even in his death and passing, his legacy is living on. And so I'm just grateful. I'm blown away that I get a chance to do this.
Again, our guest today has been TC Stallings. The film is called No Vacancy. It's available on streaming platforms. I'll throw a link to all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Sharks existed before trees. Yeah, they say, according to the study here, they've been around for 400 million years. Exactly. I don't know. I don't know how they know. They apparently found a shark that had identification on him. I'm not sure. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Every time you shuffle a deck of cards, you are getting a combination that has probably never existed before, ever.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. That's a lot of different possibilities there. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In his lifetime, the average man removes 28 feet of hair while shaving. 28
Oh,
feet.
wow. That's
It's a whole lot of hair.
weird.
So that means if like you never shave in your entire lifetime, you'd grow like 28 feet of beard. So that's kind of
That's weird.
That is weird. And another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A newborn expels its own body weight in waste every 60 hours. Wow. That's crazy. Never even thought of that. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The human body contains enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. I bet I could make way more. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. According to a poll, avocado toast is the most overrated breakfast food. This came in at number 3. What is it? The most overrated breakfast food. I would fight over this one, by the way. I disagree. It is not overrated.
Waffles?
Bacon.
Oh,
How is that
no
the
way.
most? It doesn't say what number 2 was, but avocado toast, most overrated. Bacon came in number 3. Somebody has got some splaining to do. All right. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. A man was arrested after starting a wildfire while attempting to kill a spider with a lighter. I think he was trying to kill the spider with a lighter. He wasn't trying to kill a spider who had a lighter. I want to make sure everybody understands that. Utah County Sheriff's Office say police responded to a call that was about a fire quickly spreading up a mountain. When they got there, they spoke to a man, Cody Martin, who said he started the fire. He claimed, "I found a spider on the mountain. I tried to burn it with a lighter." And I don't know if the spider ever got burned, but he did catch the brush on fire. And he got to go to jail for reckless burning, possession of a controlled substance, possession of paraphernalia, so he had something else too. And then he was released that night. By the time several agencies managed to contain 90% of the fire, 2 days later, 60 acres had been scorched.
Yikes.
So I feel like we probably don't need to say this to our listeners because we've got smart people who listen here.
In theory.
But I'm just saying, we do. So, but for those who, maybe tell your friends, don't try to light spiders on fire in the woods. I mean, I can't believe he even tried that, but just, that's a bad plan. You catch the place on fire. Not a good idea. It's Weird News, brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. I have some more simple life hacks that will make your life easier. Again, I can't guarantee your life will be easier, but they try. Here we have this one. Although summer is almost over, sunburns are still possible. Thankfully, there's an easy remedy for treating them. Apply tea bags directly to your wounds or press a tea-soaked washcloth to your skin. And binga, banga, boomba, all of a sudden...
Binga, banga, boomba?
Yeah, your sunburn is gone.
Alrighty.
I don't know how quickly that is, but I have to try that. Another one, tip here. Hang a tennis ball in your garage so you know when to hit the
I
brake
have
while
seen
parking.
that many times.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Keep a plastic container in your car so your empty soda cups and used napkins don't end up on the floor or the back seat. All right. For those who shave often, but at the same time are tired of cleaning up the rust marks on your shaving cream container, turn your shaving cream upside down. Voila, no more rust. Oh, hey, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So if you have like the little plastic cap on that shaving cream, I see where they're going there. I've got some more of these, by the way, if you want to read them in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today is from Marceline Cox. Housekeeping is like being caught in a revolving door. End quote.
It never ends.
I do understand what she's saying, because there are times you just finish a project.
Yep.
I mean, literally, just finish a project. Okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to relax for a second. Then you stand up and you walk into the other room. You're like, you can't even tell I just did that. So I can understand completely. And Heidi's smiling and pointing at me because usually I'm the one making the mess.
I'm usually the one cleaning up after you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm usually the one making the mess. All right, that is your quote of the day. It does come your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. It could restore sight for the up to 13 million people who have gone blind due to diseased corneas. Researchers have developed an implant made of collagen protein from pig skin.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
They've restored the vision for 20 people already.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. The promising result of the trial brings hope to people who are suffering from corneal blindness and low vision by providing a bioengineered implant as an alternative to the transplantation of donated human corneas, which are very scarce. Professor Neil Lageli is working with Linköping University in Sweden. I probably got none of that right. I'm sorry. The results show that it is possible to develop a biomaterial that meets all of the criteria for being used as a human implant, which could then be mass-produced and, here's the best part, could even be stored up to 2 years, because usually the shelf life is not long.
Right.
It's like, hey, I got this, but I got to get it to the other side of the world, and by the time I get it there, it's not good anymore. So this has a 2-year shelf life, thereby reaching even more people with vision problems. Currently, just 1 in 70 patients receives a human cornea transplant. So there's 13 million people that struggle with this,
That's
and 1 in
crazy.
70 usually get help. So the thing that's really cool about this is now it could be potentially up to 70 out of 70. Isn't that
Finally,
amazing?
a study that is worthwhile.
I know. I mean, we read a study earlier today that was not, though, so kind of balances out really in the long run.
Kinda.
But I like to save the good stories for the end of the program, because then we can all leave on a positive note. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.